Imagine a world where every step you take is met with the crisp, satisfying crunch of snow beneath your boots. The air is so cold that each breath you exhale turns instantly to mist, swirling around your face before vanishing into the endless white. Your eyelashes gather tiny crystals of frost, and the only sounds are the soft whisper of wind and the steady rhythm of your footsteps breaking the silence. This is a place where winter reigns supreme, and the landscape is transformed into a frozen wonderland. The air stings your cheeks, biting at any exposed skin with a sharpness that is both invigorating and humbling. Each gust of wind feels like 1,000 tiny needles, reminding you of the power and intensity of the cold. Your breath hangs in the air, a visible sign of life in a world that seems otherwise still and silent. The cold is not just a sensation, it's a presence, a force that shapes every moment and every movement. Everywhere you look, the world is transformed. Everything is white, covered in a thick, unbroken blanket of ice and snow. Trees stand silent and heavy, their branches weighed down by layers of frost. Fields and hills disappear beneath the snow, their shapes softened and hidden. The landscape glows with a pale, ethereal light as if the world itself has been reborn in shades of silver and blue. It's a scene of breathtaking beauty, but also of quiet isolation. This is the reality of Earth's coldest places, a world where the elements rule, and survival is a daily challenge. Here, blizzards can sweep across the land in moments, turning the familiar into the unknown. The wind howls, snow swirls, and the horizon disappears into a blur of white. It's a harsh, unforgiving environment, where only the strongest and most adaptable can endure. In these regions, temperatures plummet far below freezing, often reaching levels that seem unimaginable elsewhere on Earth. Thermometers dip to -40, -50, or even lower. The air itself feels heavy and brittle, filled with tiny ice crystals that sparkle in the faint sunlight. Frost clings to every surface, and even the simplest tasks, like tying your boots or lighting a fire, become feats of endurance. The sun barely rises for months at a time. In the heart of winter, darkness stretches on for weeks, broken only by the faint glow of the moon or the shimmering dance of the aurora borealis. When the sun does appear, it hovers low on the horizon, casting long shadows and bathing the world in a cold, golden light. Time seems to slow, and the days and nights blend together in a quiet, frozen rhythm. In such a place, life, it seems, should be impossible. The land appears barren and empty, a vast expanse of ice and snow stretching as far as the eye can see. There are no forests, no fields of green, no signs of the bustling life found elsewhere on the planet. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional crack of shifting ice or the distant call of a bird, but against all odds, life not only exists here, it thrives. Tiny, hardy plants push through the snow, their roots clinging to the frozen earth. Animal tracks crisscross the landscape, evidence of creatures adapted to the cold. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, each has found a way to survive in this extreme environment. Their resilience is a testament to the power of adaptation and the will to endure. These frozen landscapes, from the vast icy plains of Antarctica to the endless frozen forests of Siberia, might seem a world away from our everyday lives, yet they are as much a part of our planet as the warmest deserts or the luscious jungles. They cover millions of square kilometers, shaping weather patterns, influencing ocean currents, and playing a crucial role in the Earth's climate system. These regions are a vital part of our planet, acting as the Earth's natural air conditioners. The ice and snow reflect sunlight, helping to regulate global temperatures. The frozen ground stores vast amounts of carbon, and the shifting ice sheets hold clues to the planet's ancient history. What happens here affects us all, no matter where we live. And yet, these icy realms are not empty. They are home to unique creatures like the mighty polar bear, the elusive Arctic fox, and the resilient reindeer. People too have learned to live here. Indigenous communities have called these places home for thousands of years, developing traditions and skills that allow them to thrive in the cold. Their stories are woven into the fabric of the land, a testament to human ingenuity and endurance. These icy wildernesses hold secrets about Earth's past and future. Deep within the glaciers, scientists find ancient air trapped in bubbles of ice, offering a window into climates long gone. Fossils and frozen remains tell stories of animals and plants that lived here millennia ago. By studying these clues, we can better understand how our world is changing and what the future might hold. Come with me now, as we journey to the coldest corners of our world. We'll trek across frozen tundra, climb icy mountains, and brave the biting winds of the polar night. Along the way, we'll witness the raw beauty and power of nature and discover the remarkable ways that life endures in even the harshest conditions. We'll meet the hardy souls who call these places home, both human and animal. From families living in remote Arctic villages to packs of huskies racing across the snow, from herds of caribou migrating across the tundra to birds that travel thousands of miles to nest in the brief summer, each has a story to tell. Their lives are shaped by the cold, but also by a deep connection to the land and to each other. We'll discover how they survive, how they find food, build shelter, and stay warm in a world of ice and snow. We'll learn what it takes to endure, and what we can learn from their resilience and resourcefulness. So bundle up and let the adventure begin. The frozen world awaits, full of wonder, challenge, and inspiration. Our journey begins at the very edge of the world, Antarctica, the southernmost continent on Earth. This vast frozen wilderness is unlike any other place on the planet, a realm of endless white stretching as far as the eye can see. Here, the landscape is sculpted by ice and snow, with towering glaciers and jagged mountains rising from the frozen ground. Antarctica is a place of mystery and wonder, a land that has captured the imagination of explorers and scientists for centuries. It's a land of extremes, where the environment is both breathtakingly beautiful and incredibly harsh. The continent is covered by an ice sheet that holds nearly 70% of the world's fresh water, locked away in a frozen vault. The sheer scale of the icebergs and the emptiness of the snowy plains create a sense of isolation and awe that is hard to describe. Imagine a place so cold that even in the height of summer, temperatures rarely rise above freezing. In winter, the mercury can plunge to -60 degrees Celsius or lower, making Antarctica the coldest place on Earth. The sun barely skims the horizon, casting a pale ethereal light over the frozen tundra. Every breath you take crystallizes in the air, and the silence is broken only by the distant crack of shifting ice. Winds howl across the ice, reaching speeds of over 200 kilometers per hour, whipping up blizzards that can last for days on end. These storms create whiteout conditions where the world disappears into a swirling sea of snow and ice. Survival here requires resilience, ingenuity, and a deep respect for the power of nature. But amidst this frozen desert, life finds a way. Tiny mosses and lichens cling to rocks, surviving in the brief window of summer sunlight. Even microscopic algae can be found coloring the snow in shades of green and red, a reminder that life can persist in the most unlikely places. Birds soar overhead, braving the cold winds in search of food. We find penguins, the true masters of the icy waters. These remarkable birds are perfectly adapted to life in the cold, with thick layers of feathers, and a unique ability to swim swiftly through the frigid sea. They waddle across the ice in groups, diving into the water to hunt for fish and krill beneath the surface. Emperor penguins, the largest of their kind, endure the harshest winters on Earth. When temperatures plummet and the winds rage, they huddle together in tight groups, sharing warmth and protecting their precious eggs from the cold. Their resilience and cooperation are a testament to the power of community in the face of adversity. Seals bask on ice floes, their thick blubber keeping them warm as they rest between hunting trips. In the icy waters, whales breach the surface, their massive bodies sending up plumes of spray. These marine giants travel thousands of kilometers to feed in the rich Antarctic seas, drawn by the abundance of life beneath the ice. Antarctica is a testament to the power of adaptation. Every creature here, from the smallest algae to the largest whale, has found a way to survive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. This frozen continent reminds us of the resilience of life and the delicate balance that sustains it, even at the ends of the Earth. Next, we travel to Siberia, a vast region spanning much of northern Asia. Here, winter is a formidable force. Temperatures can plunge to -60 degrees Celsius. The ground freezes solid, and rivers turn to ice. Yet, Siberia is not barren. Vast forests of evergreen trees called taiga stretch across the landscape. These forests are home to incredible creatures like the Siberian tiger, the largest cat in the world. Reindeer migrate across the frozen plains, their hooves clicking on the ice. Life in Siberia is a testament to resilience. Our journey takes us now to the Arctic, the region surrounding the North Pole. Here, the sun disappears for months in winter, cloaking the land in perpetual darkness. Yet, as the ice melts in spring, life explodes. Polar bears roam the ice floes, hunting for seals. Arctic foxes, their white fur blending with the snow, scavenge for scraps. And the Inuit people, who have lived in the Arctic for centuries, navigate the frozen landscape with expert skill. The Arctic is a land of stark beauty and remarkable adaptation. How do people survive in these extreme environments? What does it take to call a place of endless snow and biting winds home? For most of us, the idea of living in such harsh, frozen landscapes seems almost impossible. Yet for thousands of years, people have not only survived here, they have built vibrant cultures and communities, passing down knowledge and traditions from one generation to the next. For centuries, people like the Inuit in the Arctic and the Nenets in Siberia have thrived in the cold. These indigenous groups have developed unique ways of life, perfectly suited to the extreme conditions of the far north. Their deep connection to the land and the animals that share it is at the heart of their survival. The Inuit, for example, have long relied on their intimate knowledge of the sea ice and the migration patterns of animals like seals and whales. The Nenets, nomadic reindeer herders, move across the vast tundra with their herds, following ancient routes that have been used for generations. They have learned to adapt, to live in harmony with nature. Their clothing is key. In these regions, temperatures can plunge far below freezing, and the wind can be relentless. To protect themselves, Arctic peoples have developed ingenious clothing made from the materials available to them, primarily animal skins and furs. These garments are not just practical, they are the result of centuries of experimentation and craftsmanship, designed to keep out the cold while allowing for movement and flexibility during daily tasks. They wear layers of furs and animal skins to trap heat. Each layer serves a purpose. The innermost layers wick away moisture, while the outer layers provide insulation and protection from wind and snow. Hoods lined with fur help to shield faces from frostbite, and mittens made from animal pelts keep hands warm even in the coldest conditions. These traditional outfits are often beautifully decorated, reflecting cultural identity and family heritage. Their homes are built for warmth, like the igloos of the Inuit, made from packed snow. While snow might seem cold, when expertly shaped and stacked, it becomes an excellent insulator, trapping body heat inside and keeping the bitter cold at bay. The Nenets, on the other hand, use portable tents called chums, made from reindeer hides stretched over wooden frames. These shelters can be quickly assembled and taken down as families move with their herds, providing both warmth and mobility. They rely on a diet rich in protein and fat, often from hunting and fishing. In the Arctic, plant life is scarce, so people depend on animals for food, clothing, and tools. Seal, fish, whale, and reindeer provide essential nutrients and energy needed to withstand the cold. Traditional methods of hunting, fishing, and preserving food like drying or fermenting meat ensure that families have enough to eat throughout the long, dark winters. Life in the cold is challenging, but these cultures demonstrate the remarkable resilience of the human spirit. Despite the hardships, Arctic peoples have built strong communities, rich in tradition and cooperation. They celebrate together, share stories, and teach their children the skills needed to survive and thrive. Their way of life is a testament to human ingenuity, adaptability, and the enduring bond between people and the land they call home. Animals too have developed incredible adaptations to survive the cold. Polar bears, with their thick fur and layer of blubber, are perfectly insulated against the Arctic chill. Penguins huddle together for warmth, taking turns standing on the outer edges of the group. Arctic foxes have compact bodies and short legs, which help them conserve heat. These adaptations are not just fascinating, they are essential for survival in these harsh landscapes. These frozen worlds, as beautiful and remote as they may seem, are under threat. Climate change is causing the ice to melt at an alarming rate. This melting ice threatens the habitats of countless creatures, from polar bears to penguins. It also contributes to rising sea levels, which can impact people living in coastal areas around the world. Protecting these icy regions is not just about saving animals, it's about safeguarding our planet's future. The frozen worlds offer us profound lessons about resilience, adaptation, and the interconnectedness of life on Earth. The people and animals that thrive in these extreme environments remind us of the power of ingenuity and the importance of respecting our planet. They show us that life finds a way, even in the face of adversity. By learning from these icy environments, we can gain a deeper understanding of our planet and our place within it. The future of these frozen worlds, and indeed our planet, depends on the actions we take today. By reducing our impact on the environment, we can help slow the rate of climate change and protect these vital ecosystems. Let us be inspired by the resilience of the Arctic, the Antarctic, and Siberia. Let us learn from the creatures that thrive there, and the people who call these places home. The future of our planet depends on it.